What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Unleashes one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Touchdown LSU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Rushes on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Try and play action. Bring in the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Buying some time. Crosses the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey,
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your deep.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hat.
Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Finds his man. It's Green.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has a
touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Kentucky, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the LSU offense will take over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
Kentucky 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What could go wrong, did. The first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first, start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Hill. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Riley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fights off a defender. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are...
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hill. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those...
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback running on the draw. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the...
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Didn't get anything done. 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wilson to pass. Under fire. fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. LSU right back to the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's Wilcox. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Enough.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wilson will throw. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. One more play to pad the stats. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter.